So this is my 2.5 year old male Dovii, and he has beautiful colors throughout his body. Very playful too. Always wants to bite. You could see the teeth over there. I gotta take a screenshot of that because he just exposed his full teeth. Little boy. Look at him. He's a finicky eater, just like any large Dovii. It will take some time for him to get off, let's say, earthworms. At least 3-4 days before he starts accepting pellets. And I assume it's because the water gets the smell of the earthworm, whatever comes out from it as he chews on it, and it just sits in the tank and in the filter, and then that smell just keeps on staying there. And then a few days later I throw a pellet and he just doesn't want to eat it. So once I do a 90-95% water change, he comes to normal again and eats the pellets. This is a Nicaraguan Dovii, and as you can see, he has a long body, completely different case from the ones I showed you before. He is not chubby, he's just slender, a long body, not stocky like Nicaraguan has, and also he's not as colorful. However, he does have a lot of blues on his tails and around his face. I wish there was more in the middle. I've had Dovies before that had pretty much full body of blue. It just depends on the genetics and on the parents that this fish came from. So he would just keep on following my finger like forever. He doesn't care, he doesn't get bored. He just wants to follow it. The behavior of this fish also changed a lot. I've had him since maybe like 2 inch. Look at this monster now. Also, the speed with how these fish grow depends on the tank size, water quality, food also. Another thing I noticed about larger Dovii, as they get bigger, they don't close mouth completely. And then when they get very old, they just keep on opening, they just keep on holding pretty much that mouth open. He just wants to eat this finger, huh? You have that smile on your face or what? Looks like he does. Yeah, this fish grew pretty quick. And I'm feeding him every other day. This water gets changed every 5 days. So I contribute his fast growth, I would say 60% to water quality. I keep his water very clean, very fresh, and I feed him every other day. So another set of teeth came out. So water plays a big role in keeping fish healthy. Now, some Nicaraguan Dovies, I haven't noticed that with the Costa Rican ones, they have this bottom of their stomachs kind of fallen. It's kind of thin there. No matter what I feed him, that thinness of his belly just keeps on staying the same way. It does not get fat I wish he was fatter than this, but it doesn't. But he's still healthy, and he hasn't complained much. Also, he does have a little cock over there growing on top of his forehead. In some instances, that thing there becomes bigger, and sometimes it becomes smaller. I'm not sure what that is related to, but I noticed that within these 2.5 years that I've had this fish. Also, aggressiveness of the fish relates to how big the tank is. If the fish has a lot of space to swim in, the fish loses that energy and doesn't show the signs of aggressiveness as much. Also, when fish becomes when the fish gets into a mating season, which pretty much always happens, but springtime especially, because water temperature changes and water becomes warmer in the lakes and rivers, these fish breed a lot. So this guy recently dropped a few eggs with this fish, and there's a video that I have, and this is his lady. This fish is a combo of two fish. Her mother is a red Dovii and the father is blue Dovii. So you can see that this fish has a lot of yellowish, pretty much half of its body is yellow and half is kind of blue. So I expect the fry to be half and half. I did breed red Dovii and blue Dovii before, and when they come out from two different parents, they pretty much are pretty gray and kind of on the darker side. It's not really full blue, it's not really full red, but I'm still looking for that one male that's gonna come out fully yellow from mixed parents. So this was my little story about this male Dovii.